Now, we do need to decide on a couple of things. Are we Jiub's twin sister or twin brother? I guess twin brother would be fun because we'd look the same. There would be two Jiubs. Fine, we'll be the twin brother. We're the twin brother, but we need a name. Jiub and Giub? I don't know. I didn't think of that. I didn't think that we could be Jiub's kid. But like that could be fun. However, why on earth, as Jiub's kid, would we be the one keeping him alive and giving him food and giving him clothes? That feels really upside down. Yes, Jiub.
Why are you shaking?
I'm shaking because I don't know what's happening. Jeez. That would be really weird. But, hey. We need a good name for the twin brother. Jiub and something b. Jiub and ideas. I'm not inspired. I might have to sip coffee until you suggest a good name. Jiub and Giub. Jiub is a skooma addict that can't live on his own. His own little kid has to feed and keep him alive. Yeah, I can feel the drama there. That would be quick beginning is enough for us. Jiub and Giub. We're Giub, I suppose. All right, now to find Jiub's face. It's gonna be one of the vanilla ones. Yeah, no, that's not gonna have. No. Wait, hang on. 2 eyes on that one, right? 2 eyes. Can we be Jiub's twin brother? That's the one. Who's slightly better looking? That's not a thing, is it? Oof. Yes, we're Giub. Jiub's brother, the one with the fancy hair. I mean, look at that. That's why they always argue. Jiub being bald takes my gorgeous hair as an insult. They wouldn't both have the same eye injury. True. Let me see if that face, the one before that looked like it. That's quite similar, isn't it? Yeah. That's the same but with the eye. It's a different person. We're not going for that hair though, I'm sorry, but I want proper Donmo hair. No. I could go with that. But do we have to be ugly? It's always the same. We're happy with that? We've got hair and 2 eyes. That's why Jiub is jealous of us. But we're twins, so we still love him, despite his petty jealousy. It reminds you of Iggy Pop. Maybe white hair? Yeah, because the face looks old. But this is so white. Like, is Jiub that old? More drool-like assassin-y. I don't know, we look really ancient. That's too tidy. Oh, how about that? Like the mix of black and red. But not so tidy though. There we go, that's the one. Up, decided. It wasn't Vivec who saved Jiub, it was his brother, but he was spited, sorry. And it was written down as Vivec in history because Jiub was always jealous of him. Well, I think it's still Vivec that is going to canonize Jiub, but for some reason, I don't know. I don't know, like, I don't know the end of the story, guys. I really hope it's not that Jiub totally screwed us over and took our sainthood, but we'll find out. Okay, for the class. we actually have 3 options. And I'm gonna let you vote on that one. I'm gonna let you vote on that one. You'll tell me what you prefer. Option 1, we go through the questionnaire. Yes, Techie, I do have the 4NM overhaul gameplay. In fact, maybe you can recognize the main mods for this install. For replacers, I went with the Symphony. Because I've never actually played with it. I tested it. I went with the Symphony. For other replacers, I took primarily... Okay, let's how it is. First, I put Connery. Then I put other replacers by Articus, by QWERTY, and on top of that, Space Devil as well. And on top of that, I put the Symphony. So essentially, we have mostly Russian graphics, I guess. And then for the gameplay is the 4NM overhaul. With some exciting stuff that I'm looking forward to showing you. So that should be fun. Should be fun. I like to use 4NM for the challenge runs because they are not permadeath, okay? And 4NM really makes the game quite challenging on top of everything else. So for permadeath, it would be too punishing, especially when you lose fatigue, when you're hit and you die. As soon as you lose hit point, obviously, but also as soon as you're down on your fatigue, you're dead, essentially. So for permadeath, that would be just too... I would die all the time. More all the time. But for the challenges where I'm allowed to reload, it does make the game fun and challenging. So we have that. All right, where was I? So for character creation, we can actually answer the questions, and you guys are going to tell me the first one, the second one. Or... we can be an assassin like Jiub. Or we can be kind to ourselves and actually create a class. I don't know how to fix this, but 4NM won't work on my laptop due to the low screen resolution and therefore inability to fully view those perk window. Hang on. You're talking about the overhaul? I know the overhaul has F2 and you can see the perk windows, but I haven't tested it yet. In the previous game, we were using 4NM, but like the different modules. And perks, I don't think it had a window then. You just got the perks as you leveled up, I think. Yes, and then when you could choose a class, you had a pop-up message. So I don't know, but okay. Should be fine with the resolution. I'm not running something crazy, but it's 1920, you know, pretty much standard. So we'll find out. I mean, if you have big enough screen resolution, you won't have any trouble. It should be fine. It's not a massive screen, but it's normal, I think. It's pretty standard nowadays. The only thing I can recommend is maybe send a PM to Axe Magister. If there's a workaround, maybe he can find it for you. Zeriver? Welcome on in, Zeriver. It's a lovely name. I used to know a guy whose name was Zeriver. Same avatar. He was really cool. How's it going, Zeriver? Welcome back. I guess you could try to write code to scale windows. There should be something like, if you know your way around coding, it might be possible to just look at the main Lua. At least the bot still knows you. Welcome back. Somehow I was unfollowed for a damn long time. Like, didn't want us anymore. Is that because I don't know, Zeriver? Outdale streams more than ever. We've even seen his face and everything. I'm glad to see you. Alright, so the options. Questionnaire. A questionnaire could be fun because we don't do those questions very often. The risk is we need to... Was there a face reveal? Accidental? Yes. And sometimes he walks behind, so you can see him as a mysterious shadow. But yes. Yes, exactly. Mathieu, salut. Yes, that's exactly what happens. Mathieu, I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday. All right, making a character. My goodness, we've been live for 20 minutes and we have yet to create a character, and we even know what character we want to make. Seaweed's looking little. Well, thank you, Zeriver. I used a special method, the wash your hair method, and let it do what it wants. It works very well. Questionnaire, we could have any class, which is kind of fun. The downside is we need to be able to keep Zeriver. Well, we want to keep Zeriver alive too, but we need to keep Jiub alive, okay? To do that, it's either we are good at restoration or we can make really good potions, I think. I think Jiub is smart enough to drink the potions. 34 minutes, it's comforting that you still twist the facts like no tomorrow. Yes, I'm glad you feel comforted too. So that is the first option. Could be fun, but we could end up with a class that is going to make it really, really hard to keep Jiub alive. If Jiub dies, it's game over. Okay, so it's not perma death, but losing Jiub is losing the challenge. I can die plenty of times, but not Jiub. We can pick the assassin and be an assassin like Jiub. That would be, you know, following the challenge. Or we can create a custom class. And the choice is yours. You want to go !vote 1 if you want us to go through the questionnaire to generate a class. !vote 2 if you want us to be a custom class. And 3, am I mixing? Just read what it says, don't listen to me. Potion is limited in 4 NM. Yes, I know. That's one of the reasons, like when Null Cascade made controlled consumption, I was like, yes, I want this. And then with 4 NM Alchemy, that added the same thing, but also took into account your endurance, your alchemy, and another attribute. I forgot which one. Thank you, Zeriver. I switched to 4 NM Alchemy because it included food as well. We're using Ashfall, and the workaround with the controlled consumption was, it's been updated since then, like you would have marshmallow and you would just spam the marshmallow and you would heal without using a potion. We are a custom class. Okay, now if we're a custom class, we'll think of a name for it. Then I put restoration and alchemy as majors, I think. All right, how do you want us to fight? We have the choice. So what is our weapon and or magic of choice? Just tell me in the chat. Me, world record holder, lovely to see you as well. Fiercely. We want something quite deadly and flashy. Marksman only. I think you can put something like alteration to cast shield on him. Oh, that's very smart. I never think to put, but shield on him, that's good. All right, let's go with that. And marksman. Now, if I go marksman, it means Jiub is gonna go melee, and that feels a little dangerous. At the same time, if I'm really good with my restoration, maybe I can heal him during the fight. At the same time, and Neb can attest of that, when we tested Morrowind multiplayer together and I was trying to heal Neb and I was healing the egg poacher instead, maybe I'm not really good as a support. No restoration for better challenge? Red Fairy Demon, that's nasty. We want to keep Jiub alive. How do I keep him alive if I can't heal him? that is truly nasty. Now, if enough people in the chat want it that way, we'll do it that way, and we'll die, and I will blame you. I can do that. It's pretty weird for me that potion consumption ability would be controlled by stats like alchemy and endurance for NM. The thing is, no easy. Like you can never abuse it. Like even if you are if you have 100 endurance and 100 alchemy, you still won't be able to chuck potions down. Like you're still gonna have to wait a few seconds, and a few seconds in a fight is a lot. With controlled consumption, it's 5 minutes. 5 seconds. I just like the idea that it can get better. I think that's what I need to know. I need to know that depending if I build my character well, I will be allowed to drink potions a little faster. It's just that. It's the idea of being able to improve. If we are playing as a squire to Jiub, we need armorer to fix Jiub's gear. All right, you like marksman then. You're suggesting throwing weapons, so we'll go for marksman as a main. And but not armorer as a main, right? Right? Like, what, like the point of making a custom character is to have like a good starting character. But armorer, okay, I go with what you say. Wait, isn't 4NM has custom rules regarding extra big dodge, chance modifier depending on your invisibility and chameleon magnitude? It has a new formula for everything. You also get a greater dodge if you're moving sideways while attacking. I haven't been through all the documentation, especially like I've been through the documentation for 4NM magics. Google translated the whole thing and understood most of it. Combat, I haven't read everything, and the way you level up is changed as well. So we'll discover things. That's the whole point. I figured you'd become stronger with it than before, though. I don't know how potions are supposed to be. If the liquid is even something you hold in your stomach, I don't know the specifics really. How does it work with potions? It could be, you know, think of it. Here it is. Think of it a bit like. Sorry, like in The Witcher, you know, like there's simply physically you're only able to absorb that many potions, and over time as you become stronger, like fitter, shall we say, and as you know potions better, you can drink more. Like your tolerance for potion increases. That's the way I look at it. I mean, illusion is very useful to cast Demoralize on Jiub to make him run away. Ooh, that could... Is that a good... It could be. It could be fun to try that. I like the fact, like, having a companion like that, it makes us use spells a little differently. So that could be... Depending on what you mean, that might be... Yeah. Alright, we still need a whole bunch of minor skills. You said medium armor, so let's go for that. Which will give us a chance to improve our endurance. So yeah, sure. Demoralize on Jiub to make him run away. Good strategy, but unimmersive. What if I shout, "Run, Jiub, run!" Is there a chance for Slovakian Dundun? No. No, there's no line break, no. Which is very crude that way. No, I will not be speaking Slovak, and I will not attempt to translate... What is it you made me translate? Twilight and Star Wars in Slovak. That's just not gonna happen. I need 4 more skills. Like, if we have no other ideas, then we put those in. And you know what? Let's have a bit of speechcraft and a bit of mercantile. They're not really useful when facing enemies. Speechcraft. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, how do we feel about this? And I guess for... would be a squire. That's what we are essentially to Jiub, isn't it? So I'm a bit sad that the paint on my cup is coming off. never mind. Keeps my coffee warm. Alright, are we mostly combat? That doesn't look like a smart idea. Maybe starting with stealth. Alchemy, restoration, alteration will be lower, but it's major, so that makes up for it. You would go magic? So that would make alchemy, restoration, alteration like really strong to begin with. But then these are gonna be like 15. I think I prefer stealth if only to be able to snipe things reasonably well from the get-go. What do you think? Attribute, yes, we'll change those. But do we go for stealth or magic? Based on the skills. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Oh, Zerv. It's fine. You're welcome, Zerv. I think it fits more, and magic will improve naturally again with 4NM. Like you can't spam, you know, a 45 fatigue for 1 point for 1 second to improve your skill. It's just not gonna do anything. But that's it is. All right, attributes. I mean, I have no idea what's my hit point right now. So going with strength and endurance would give me a +5 hit point from level 1, which is quite nice. Strength, agility, intelligence, willpower. The skills have been modified as well. So I see medium armor is now endurance and agility. Acrobatics is agility and speed. Like with a full version, so many things have been tweaked. Yeah. How much do you plan or expect Jiub to take the brute front fighter role? Well, the problem is, it depends. If I give him a melee weapon, he'll go up and fight and die because he's level 1. He's fighting with a squishy, with a little dagger. So to have him as the tank is not a great idea, I think. We could have him as a tank and then have amazing restoration and be really good at aiming, which I'm not, and hope to keep him alive. You have to go, Zerv. I'll catch you later for sure. Thank you for stopping by and reminding me of the good old days, even though it was bittersweet. I wouldn't want Jiub to be like, he's an assassin class, right? So he's going to be using a dagger and light armor. It's not going to be very tanky. We need necro. That's cheating. That's a good workaround, but that's cheating. We can't. If he's dead, he's dead. We'll have to restart. That's the truth of it. Now, if I want to cast those spells successfully, then willpower is really, really important in most of the formula from 4NM. Magic, well, the magic part of 4NM. So maybe that could be a good idea, actually. Yes, we will give Jiub. I think it's smarter to give him a marksman weapon and tell him to stay away. I mean, he will. Shall we do that? We'll just go for it. We don't have that many birth sign. We just have birth sign for purists, so we can choose between the master and the secunda aspect. Would it be a good idea for us to go with a mage something? Does that actually restore my magicka over time? It's a bit weird. Restores magicka 0 to 1 point. Meaning, as my character is created, I either get restore magicka for 0 point or restore magicka for 1 point. One is great, the other one is well, completely useless. And fortify intelligence could be handy for alchemy. That's not a bad choice. Assuming we get lucky and have the 1 point. Yes. What else do we have? Apprentice. Weakness, I don't like having weakness to magicka. No. Atronach, that's really just making things a lot harder for ourselves, so no. The lady, restore fit. Oh, you know how fatigue is so crucial. Like I said, 0 stamina in a fight, you're dead. Like you're punched once, you go on your knee, you never get up again. So restore fatigue 5 points. That's wow. The ability, but it's an ability. I thought the ability is constant, isn't it? That's my understanding. The ability is a constant effect. The power or the spells, every time it's different, yes, but the ability, I think it's a constant effect. And is that recalculated on every load? I kind of doubt it. They also have spell ticks? I had no idea. I sort of assumed like it's the way it is. So how, like concretely? And when is it or how is it or when? Help. How is it or when is it? No, it's the when I want. When is it recalculated? Is it on load, on new cell, on rest, on death? Well, I just would like to know. It's always good to learn about how the game works almost 20 years later. I think we're gonna go with that restore fatigue. I just really, really like it. Every 1 second. Okay. All right. But let's go, I think, what do you think? Lady with the restore fatigue or mage with the restore magicka? Yes, these are, I know how it is. I know why they're particularly good. These are the ones replaced by 4 NM. And these are the one from Purist. That's 4 NM. That's Purist. Therefore, these seem to be particularly good. Not that. Ugh. Lady for this class? I think so as well. So we're Giub, the Dark Elf Squire and twin brother of Jiub. We're decent with marksman, 30 for alchemy is a good head start. Yeah, and the rest is like not bad. Wasted skills are destruction. And they're not entirely wasted. I don't have light. Why didn't we choose light armor exactly? When as a dark elf we have a bonus to dark armor, don't we? Why didn't we go with light? Who suggested the... yes, we do. We do have the more deadly denizens. Of course we do. Because it wouldn't be fun without it. Why does anybody do anything? It's a very good question. I think I will switch to light armor because... well, because it makes more sense. Yeah. It's good. It's good. We'll have slightly better protection. Also, I'll tell you why. Since we are twin brothers, medium armor looks more sexy though. Yeah, there could be some of that. We'll have to remove the messages. Okay. Background. I do not know how Giub would have been a chapel mage's apprentice at any point in his life, but the extra restoration could be cool. So this is just super gamey. It doesn't make sense with the character, but starting with a number of healing spells, useful. We are not Axe Murderer, do not ask me, do not tell me it's no. It's just a big no on the Axe Murderer. Ooh, okay, so the smart choice, Chapel Mage's Apprentice, the one that makes sense for us, like you were suggesting, throwing knives and all of that. So we could have Knife Thrower. I think that's the two options I prefer. So we have, I think that's the two. What do you prefer? Knife Thrower that goes with the character, or Chapel Mage's Apprentice to get the oomph in restoration? Shall I put a poll, or you can tell me right now? Background, option 1, Chapel, that's a smart choice to be better at restoration. Option 2, Knife Thrower, that fits with the character. There we go. So that's yes, it's like we can work with it. We can work with it. Knife Thrower is nice. Did I install Merlord's Go Fletch? I believe I did. So you seem to... Ooh, no. 2 for the chapel, 1 for the knife. You still have 30 seconds to decide. Which gives me an opportunity to sip my coffee. That's good. Take your time, guys. Think about it. It's important. Looks like it's chapel. You want me to keep him alive, don't you? No, so no, somebody break the tie, quick, please, somebody break the tie. No. Okay, all right, I know what it is. Heads, chapel, tail, knives. Heads, chapel, tail, knives. Head, chapel, okay. Thank you, Magic Coin. We are so old and ugly, but okay. So restoration, we're really good with restoration. Hopefully we will be able to keep Jiub alive with that. Marksman, it's still decent. We even start with a lovely bow. The first thing every character does ever in life is read about the water life. They all do that. And we do have a good number of spells. However, we cannot use destruction add-ons. So I might know some spells. Not even. It's okay, problem solved. Even if I know some spells, I will keep them. We might enchant things, though our good friend Jiub being against soul gems, I think we shouldn't equip him with enchanted items. So wow, he doesn't like me at all. Is my personality abysmal? Not really. I'm moderately charming, I think. All right. Bounty this month is on Reclings. I don't think we'll go bounty hunting. We have one last choice. We can either further strengthen our restoration, which feels a little bit redundant to me, or we can go for archer to strengthen our marksman. Or we can go for a rogue class that sort of fits our character. I mean, we're a squire. It's not even a class, really. We just call it squire because we'll be attending to Jiub, but that's about it. I don't know. Healer feels like too much. Like we already get something. That's fine. Magic, we have what? Restoration, alteration. Ooh, alchemist. That's what we can boost. There, okay. That's very helpful. Let's leave it at that. So things look very different. Very, very different. Nobody likes me. Let's get rid of that for now. We're happy with that. We don't need alignment. Though, to be fair, like we don't really need it now. Jiub was a criminal, assassin, murderer, skooma addict. He wants to do good for the people of Vvardenfell. That much is for sure. Okay. Can you check if quick cast bind work for you after reloading the game? They break for me for some reason. Hang on. Do you mean this one? And I'm not sure how it was. I know to cast it. It's this one. I'm not sure how to assign it. I'll have to have a look. Maybe that's zero-delic racism. That could be it. And that's actually with what I wanted to say. Sure, we want to help our people, and we feel that cliff races are the blight of Vvardenfell. But that doesn't mean that we are lawful. Like, you know, the Empire, they put us on a boat, well, in prison and on the boat, and then we're coming back with Jiub. Great. So I guess we would be something more like chaotic good. We want to do good for the people, but I mean, we're still a skooma addict. So that's what we are, essentially, chaotic good. And that's the least already been a lot actually broken, though I definitely, especially with all sorts of better ways of possible. Like, have the same spell, not a word, XP, if you cast it repeatedly, There's a lot of things, like if really needs one really needs to read carefully the documentation to understand all of it. I did, and I have just a general idea. Alright. Getting rid of the topics, and this... Yes, a bold one-eyed dumner named Jiub was asking around looking for a friend. Was it me? Yes, it was me.
Go ahead.
It was me. Look.
What do you need?
Brother. Damn it, I think he's still the prettier one. He looks better. You know, I take it back. It's not Jiub that's jealous of me, it's me. It's me who's jealous of his looks. Man, look at that chest and everything. Alright. Yes, let's be friends. Let's just skip the formalities, Jiub. We're brothers, we're companions. Brilliant. Excellent. Now, as an extra rule, he's around. As an extra rule, since we're twin brothers, we have to equip the same sort of things. This might be a little tricky in the beginning to get 2 sets of identical armor, but that's the way it is. We have to look the same at all times. It's the extra rule. Yeah, thanks to this guy, we can't, you know, just clear the whole area. We can go and help ourselves over there. Fashion twins, exactly. How realistic is it in Vvardenfell that people would want to... Ooh. Ouch, that hurt. It looked like it did. Now, Symphony does some lovely changes. This is not one of them. Why, oh why, would the census office in Seydonin have Dwemer torches? Like, the model in itself, you know, it's fine. Like, I'm not particularly hard to please, but why would it be here? Like, basically, the basic torch, the most common torch, has been replaced by a Dwemer torch. And that's why I'm taking it, because I feel it shouldn't be there. Okay, it's because I need light. It's been such a long time since I played without quick loot. So I went for simply the animated containers because it's been a while, and because I suspected Jiub being an assassin that we might be stealing things, and so it might be fun to just wait and discover to see what we have inside. Downside, garbage armor rating. Upside, half-naked derma. I mean, I'm fine with... Oh, by the way, we shouldn't be wearing this. I bet all my life I've been called the hairy one. And Jiub was the sexy one. Dun dun dun. This is gonna end badly. I think I'm gonna have to change the shortcuts. Alright, Jiub, move. Brother. There we go. Can't do third person, I'm sorry. I just get really, really sick. Yeah, so am I. We're the same. Twin brothers. Yeah, I took my shoes off already. It's the shirt that I didn't see. The sword reminds me of the Dwemer poison sword. Yes, there's a little bit of that. I mean, it's Dwemery in nature, for sure. It's just... it just doesn't fit there. Now, I don't know how... yes and yes. This is not working for me, so I'll have to double check that I really installed it properly. And then try it again. And then if it doesn't work, report. Okay.
Your papers, please.
So yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if the Symphony is still being developed. I know that the same people have been working. We have the HD... Is it HD? I think it's HD Creature and HD... There's the Creature. What is the other thing? QWERTY gave us some lovely miscellaneous items. I absolutely adore those. Weapons. Weapons is the other thing that has been released separately. So that's how it is. It's shiny, okay? We just have to accept the fact that many items are now very shiny. And the candles, I think, yeah, you can pick up the candles. I didn't mean to steal your candles, I'm sorry. Here you go. It's a miracle I did that without burning myself. HD weapon and creatures had only minor edits from QWERTY, if any.
Your papers, please.
I don't know if the Symphony is still being developed as such. So you want me to go to Caius Cosadus in Balmora? I'll take the money, but I'm not sure that I actually want to go. Thank you for the information and the bit of coin. Speaking of coin, brother, I'll help you with that. You're welcome. Do we go throwing items and we let Jiub have the bow? It's kind of tough at the beginning to go with throwing items because they're rare and we won't really be able to craft them either. Jiub's brother was the Nerevarine all along. That's it. Actually, that would kind of make sense. Now we can be the Nerevarine. And you know, there's this mod, Never Say Nerevar. It's an old mod where you're not the Nerevarine and Jiub is. And as you walk around, you hear about Jiub being the Nerevarine and blah, blah, blah. Might have been fun actually for this playthrough to have that. But you know what? He's gonna be a saint. I think that's enough. That's quite enough. Okay, he can't have all the glory. Already has the sexy abs. Alright, we're chaotic good, and this is the compulsory second of going. The Bitter Coast is so beautiful. It really is, isn't it? Okay, let's play the game, shall we? Hello. Yes. We need the money. Yes, I have my trading card mod. It's got nothing to do with cliff racers, but it's been a while since I collected my cards, so... Oh, yes. Hang on. N as Nerevar say Nerevar should have a Lua remake. I think it, like, I looked at it quickly in the construction set. I think it needs to be improved, and then it can be Luafied, of course. Luafy everything. But I think it would deserve to be reworked and improved properly, to be a little more immersive, maybe. But yes, could use that. I do agree that Living Cities of Vvardenfell, I would love to see that mod improved, especially the performance, because it was really quite script heavy. It's the mod, it's a very old one, yes. I know, oh, by the way, I need to test the new Lua scheduling mod. Last time we tried it, but it was a bit weird because people like Tariel, for example, would fall down and then disappear. It's like, I'm not here. Companions would disappear, outlaws would disappear. So it was, especially, I didn't like that the NPCs on the road would disappear. Not just outlaws, but any NPC on the road. So the Naked Nords, gone. But I know that there's a new version and the blacklisting issue is probably resolved. So that's worth giving a try. Here, what did I put in this one? I think in this one I simply have grumpies, like super basic. I don't know, Izzy. Like the new version fixes the main issue, yes?
Is there any chance that you left the laundry cart downstairs?
Yes, I totally left the laundry cart downstairs. Sorry. Alright, let's see if we can find some matching something. The armor, like...
This is none of your business.
Oh no. What is this? I think...
Go find a guard and stop bothering me.
I think I have a mod that overwrites texture from the symphony, so I just need to reapply the symphony. Oh, you look good too. What is this?
Are you here to challenge me? I don't.
Shut up, Iskar. We're like staring each other out, comparing abs, looking at each other from head to toe, deciding who's the best dumber. That sort of thing, I guess. Let me catch up with you. Elsevier is an old, by now, antique schedule. Yeah, it's really old. The good thing, like, what was really good with the Living Cities of Vvardenfell is that NPC would have a morning, lunch, afternoon, dinner, and evening schedule. So around lunchtime, they would go to inns and pubs or home. Like, it really did make things a little more lively. At the same time, it had the same problem as Oblivion has, where you would go, oh, I need to return the flowers to Ajira now, and Ajira is not there, and you go, bloody hell, where is she? So you look at the time and say, okay, maybe she's out to eat somewhere, so you look for her around the Mages Guild. You still use it. All the crash is worth it. Yeah, it is really, really good. I like to use it, especially when I have like a sort of spy character, and when I join a great house, I go and spy on the other great houses and report on their activity. So the Archcanon, well, that's not a great house, but so yeah, I do enjoy that. Lua would be great. The other, like my top mod that I would like to see a rewrite for is Combat Enhanced. Next gen combat I like, but it doesn't give me the sense of achievement when I manage to, you know, do a combo. Even for NM, it does, like, it forces you, no, it doesn't force you, it strongly encourages you to move around and say, okay, think about it, I'll do a forward attack and then dodge, or I'll do a forward attack and then retreat, and you do get a bonus to your defense when you do that, or you dodge when you move to the side. But it's not as satisfactory as using Combat Enhance, where you go, okay, I go stabby, chop, no, that's slash, and then stabby, and my enemy goes, and it says, you managed to, whatever, do something. So that's the one I want the most. There's an issue with NPC not being fully loaded after being moved a cell without the player visiting cell, and weird stuff like that. Is that what you, when you get the ghost NPCs? Because I did have that. In my Pegasus estate, I gave my NPC a schedule, and sometimes there would be ghost NPCs also. Where there are no other mod that plays dead on you for trespassing at night. True. Lua scheduling, it does something for nighttime, right? The doors are closed, and when you talk to the NPCs indoors, they just don't talk to you at all. Which is not quite the same thing. Alright. Ariel, hello. You don't...
May I interest you in something?
Well, maybe. Ooh, cards. I know it's not a priority, but I want to open packs of cards. Okay, let's be smart. And I think the smart thing to do right now is... Jiub has a short sword. Hang on, I only do marksman. Wow. I don't know that only marksman was a smart choice. We'll see how it goes. Also, well, LCV wasn't even an old NW. It's old Morrowind scripting. Like, for sure, it is an achievement. And the best thing is they've already worked out, you know, who goes where at what time and the coordinates and everything, because whenever you want to do something like that and you need to find the coordinate, and I know that when Merlord and I did the Ajira scroll quest, I just placed 15 scrolls in the Mages Guild and wrote down their exact location. And it was boring and tedious and took a lot of time. So now when you have to do that for hundreds of NPCs for 4 different times of the day, but this has already been worked out. It's already been worked out, exactly. So yeah, but I can't ask anyone to please make the mod. I've already way beyond my quota of requests. So yeah. All right, let's see if I can sell some stuff.
It is an honor to serve you. My goods are the finest in town.
Now, okay, we can sell the books for sure. Oh, we keep the paper. Keep the paper. That's how we write our journal. What is that? It's an alembic. I'll have to place it on the table and have a good look at it. Ooh, also climbing equipment. That could be good for us. Though Jiub is going to have a hard time to follow. I don't know that I should sell these because I'm hoping to get a shirt and shoes at some point so both Jiub and I can have something. And we'll need to get some camping gear, but not right now.
A great day to go shopping, Outlander.
Crap, did I lose Jiub already? At least his short blade is not bad. I am not sure that the 2 of us, as we are right now, can take on the bandits in the cave. It feels a little daring, to be honest. I know what I need to do. Something I should have grabbed. Now you see my fatigue, one jump, it drains the stamina so quick. So advantage with 4 NM, you don't go bunny hopping. You don't, you just don't. Hard barter for NM kind of breaks economy, so you can't really buy consumable. It is true that buying anything is such a major investment, which is why I'm gonna try to go to the cave first and hope to get some gear that is useful for me rather than buy a full set of... That's what I need. Rather than buy a full set of chitin armor at Jiub's at Ariel straight away. So it certainly adds a difficulty. What I just picked up is this that will allow me to record Jiub so I can teleport it to me. Teleport him to me at any time. It costs magicka to use it, but that way, you know, because I don't want to lose him somewhere and then run around Vvardenfell going, Jiub, come back. Come back, Jiub. I'll admit it, you're the sexy one. So when running, I can just run and not worry about him too much. If we find some rat meat, we'll take this lovely dog with us. We might use bow instead of throwing. Yes, we can. We can do that. We will have to kind of use like 3 different tough bartering. Yes, I do. No, actually, hang on. Will this install? I only have 4 NM. That's it. Oh, and the lure for harder merchant, I think. So this one, no, it's my permadeath where I have smart merchant, harder barter, and hard merchant or something. Okay, let's try. How is our sneak? Abysmal, okay. I haven't had such a vibrant landscape in a long time. Because permadeath, we basically use IT and just a couple of individual replacers. Well, whatever happens, we can still cook mushrooms afterwards. Okay. Okay. Maybe... Marksman 40, that's not going to kill her, but alchemy, restoration, alteration. That's good to have. Ooh! Oh, I see. It's called kinetic barrier, but it's a shield effect. I can cast shield on myself. There's that. That's about it. Oh, and we have light also. Useful. Very short time though, we'll have to improve that. That's what we get from our sign. And do I get the well rested, hydrated, well fed? That's from Ashfall. We do restore our fatigue 5 points. That's nice. That's very nice. Yes, it makes sense. There are no beggars in Morrowind. If there were, you could walk up to one and say, dude, there's like free money right in the crate next to you. It is true. Though animated Morrowind adds some a couple of beggars and they're a bowl of money, so when they're not there you can actually take the money from the beggars. That's only for the least scrupulous characters you have, okay, which is not all of my characters. Okay, for now let's just get a shield on myself. Jiub, you're going to use... At this point, like, he's gonna do more damage than me. I leave it to fate. Use what you want, Jiub. I trust you. Also, I've taken his throwing stars, so... it's not fate. Shani, welcome back. Looks like there are 2 different reactions to the Jiub comment. Really? Did I put 2 of them? It shows... Let me see.
Streamlabs.